worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Bow down before him, his glory proclaim. With gold of obedience and incense of lowliness, kneel and adore him, the Lord is his name. Lo, at his feet lay thy burden of carefulness. High on his heart he will bear it for thee. Comfort thy sorrows and answer thy prayerfulness, guiding thy steps as may best for thee be. Hello everyone, welcome back to another devotional. Today the title of our devotional is Time for Worship to be Set Apart as Sacred. I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If anyone eats of this bread, he will live forever. And the bread that I shall give is my flesh, which I shall give for the life of the world. John 6 verse 51. The incense, ascending with the prayers of Israel, represent the merits and intercession of Christ, his perfect righteousness, which through faith is imputed to his people, and which can alone make the worship of sinful beings acceptable to God. Before the veil of the most holy place was an altar of perpetual intercession, before the holy an altar of continual atonement. But by blood and by incense God was to be approached, symbols pointing to the great mediator through whom sinners may approach Jehovah, and through whom alone mercy and salvation can be granted to the repentant, believing soul. As the priest morning and evening entered the holy place at the time of incense, the daily sacrifice was ready to be offered upon the altar in the court without. This was a time of intense interest to the worshippers who assembled at the tabernacle. Before entering into the presence of God through the ministration of the priest, they were to engage in earnest searching of heart and confession of sin. They unite in silent prayer with their face toward the holy place. Thus, their petitions ascend with the cloud of incense, while faith laid hold upon the merits of the promised Savior, prefigured by the atoning sacrifice. The hours appointed for the morning and the evening sacrifice were regarded as sacred, and they came to be observed as a set time for worship throughout the Jewish nation. And when in later times the Jews were scattered as captive in distant lands, they stand at the appointed hour, turned their face toward Jerusalem, and offered up their petitions to the God of Israel. In this custom, Christians have an example for morning and evening prayer. While God condemns a mere round of ceremonies without the spirit of worship, he looks with great pleasure upon those who love him, bowing morning and evening to seek pardon for sins committed and to present their requests for needed blessings. Fear not to enter his court in thy slenderness. Of the poor wealth thou wouldst recognize thine, truth in its beauty and love in its tenderness. These are the offerings to lay on his shrine. These though we bring them in trembling and fearfulness, he will accept it for his name their sake. Morning of joy give for evening of tearfulness, trust for all trembling and hope for all fear.